Dude, you want to see my new technology?
What? What is that?
You know how people wear tinfoil hats?
Yes.
I have this to protect my head from aliens and 5G.
You guys didn't even see it. You saw it. Okay.
That's in all my hats I put tinfoil to protect.
Is that bad for your head?
It's protecting from 5G.
But it could be bad for your scalp and your hair follicles.
I'm gonna double check that.
So special. Like, wow, dude, Twitch has you. We're fucking lucky, you know? And I'm not kissing any ass either. Like, she deserves that kind of accolades, like that kind of recognition. And we have a lot of friends in that same wheelhouse that deserve that same kind of treatment, and being told that they deserve the love and that they have a bright future and that I'll always be there. Looking forward to seeing what they do next, and if there's any way I can support it, I will. And so, W. Erie, for putting herself out there and for believing in herself, and for your community to believe in you and turning it into something real special. And I really do look forward to seeing where life takes you. I don't even care if it's in 20 years from now. I'll be supporting you. Even if Twitch doesn't exist, you really do deserve it. And those of you who are from her stream, I know you guys feel that same way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
You play the guitar too?
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Danny.
Yeah, of course, Joe. It's nice to meet you. And Marie, take care. This is our exclusive drop. Use 100 bits or a sub, and drops enabled, but it's physical drops. Give you a little heart on the eye.
That's how far back we are, but look, that was the angle that it was all at when it was.
You guys, we're on our way to Mission Dolores. So when my title says something, I could change it throughout the stream on YouTube, but if there's a title that says something, we're eventually always going to be there, but just expect adventures on the way. Like, we made it to the Haight. This is so sick. What a nice spot. Ooh. Hold on. I gotta show you guys what I see here.
Song _and _dance says this is how paradise must look like.
Oh my god! Where are we?
Score_Theory on 7 says, Holy Great Mother Gaia.
Oh! Let me know what's going on in your world.
Mentally, emotionally. Yeah.
Alright, hello everybody, welcome. Hi everybody, welcome. We're starting the stream right on the pier today. Hi everybody, my name is Danny, also known as Potential Bliss. Welcome to my live stream. How's everybody doing? It's so good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We're streaming live, partnered on Twitch, live partnered on YouTube, and even live partnered on Kick, believe it or not. We are making the best of a beautiful day. Let's see what I can do here. How you guys doing? What's everybody up to? What's up? Thank you for the resub. I appreciate you guys. I'll be in and out. Okay. Have a good day. What's up, Fiend? What's up, Mystical? Oh, hi. It's nice to see you. Welcome in. Plant-based was good. How are you? What's up? What's up? Dude, late, right? Late? Better late than never, they say. But look, it's a beautiful day. They're setting up for like the FIFA. They're gonna have some kind of FIFA event here at the Santa Monica Pier, so they took over the pier for that. You in LA or Hawaii? I'm in LA right now. I'm in the Santa Monica Pier. So I have plans for the 4th of July. Avoid loud, big crowds and fireworks from like the perspective of not being surrounded by drunk, crazy people. Be careful on the streets. Careful driving that day. That's probably my plans. How about you? Getting ready for my trip out there, leaving after my doctor's appointment tomorrow. Let's go! Are you excited? I'd be so excited about it. Bro, I woke up at 12:30 p.m. Hopefully nobody comes down these stairs because somebody did earlier and I was like, I'm sorry. Because I like this spot, it's nice. Sitting in the shade on a sunny day, bro, it's so good. Looking at that pier. You guys can't really see it, huh? See it now? Dang, you late boy today. I know, right? So, what you guys up to? Happy Monday. No, I deserve it. I deserve to hang out and have some fun. I've been putting in so much work into this software that I'm building and the website UIs and fuck. I've been working so hard on that. You know, I'm basically done, almost done with phase 1. I think like one more session at the computer and I'm done. Like to the point where I can record all of my app reviews and send in user access to everything, to TikTok, Meta for Instagram, YouTube, and Google for Google Drive, Google for YouTube, Google for Sheets. So I have to like apply and create a recording of the software like being used. So I had to like finish all the websites, and I had to button the websites up and be like, this is great, this is all I need, and this is how I want it to look. And then I buttoned up like the workflows, which is like, I don't know if you guys remember me saying the other day, I was like, oh, I turned all this stuff. Like I turned like a project that looked like the size was at 100% and I turned it into like 20%. I actually turned it into like 200% because I thought I could use it in the ways that I wanted to with the way that I built the software. And then I realized that it needs to be like, it needs to have a lot of complexity to it to make it work in the ways that I wanted. So I had to like fine tune out all those complexities, and I got everything to work. And I even had like all the errors that helped me through it too. Like yesterday I posted like 50 Instagram stories on accident. I was like, oh fuck. Like I went to my Instagram and it was like a string of like tiny little dots, and I was like, oh my god. And I had to like go into my software and like disable this node that I had activated that I was testing on, and I forgot to uncheck it, and it just kept posting the same fucking video every 15 minutes for like 8 hours. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get shadow banned trying to get this to work. It's funny because I just jumped into it so fast that I did all the testing on my main accounts. I didn't make like backup accounts to do it on, or like tester accounts, and I didn't make it so that it posts to drafts. Like I needed everything to go public so I could make sure it worked. But yeah, I'm like one more computer session away from being done with this phase, and a couple computer sessions trying to figure out how I screen record the use of the software, and then I send in applications. They review it, and then once they accept it, I thought TikTok took like 2 to 8 weeks, but TikTok actually takes like 7 to 10 days to approve. So like, not only could I have phase 1 buttoned up in the next week, probably in the next 2 days, honestly. I could button it up in the next couple days, then I could create the reviews. The goal could be like send in the reviews a week from now, and then wait like another 2 weeks, and then probably by the end of the month, I should have been approved, hopefully, for everything. And then I can just do whatever I want. Then anybody can use it. Then I can hook up Stripe and put a review in with Stripe and everything, like payments and all that kind of shit. For Streamlabs, no, I made like some software that I'm working on, and it's like a social media manager. It's basically everybody's dream come true that does content, that wants to post on all their platforms and never lose momentum or never go stale or never go idle for too long on a platform. Make sure you're keeping that momentum going and promoting what you're working on. And it's also for people that are more professional too. It's for like anybody, like it's for amateurs to professional, anything. Because say like you're gonna have an art show, right? And you're gonna put art up and you want to promote the art show, but you're too busy making the art, you're too busy doing this, you're too busy calling people and making sure everything's working out, but you want to promote your show. And you want to promote it more than like, oh, I posted a couple things, you think that's good enough? And it's like, no. Why don't you schedule 8 posts per day and gap them out at like, 2-hour gaps? And why don't you fill up a folder with like 20 images, and it'll just post one photo promoting your shit and one video on your story like every 8 hours or something. Like, how about we create like a seamless automated version of like an automatic posting. It's basically like your own personal manager and publisher. And all you have to do is schedule and pick times. You can schedule it by day and time. And you can also schedule it where it's like drip effect, where it's like gap posting, like scattering them. So you could put like 10 stories in a folder, and they can be video and photo, and it'll just post all of those whatever intervals you want. I actually, just thinking about it, instead of I put some prefixed intervals like 30 minutes, 2 hours, 6 hours or something. But I should probably just put it where you can type in the interval, because that makes way more sense. But yeah, so I got it to work. I actually got my TikTok in a sandbox testing system where I was actually able to post to my TikTok main feed actually, but in draft form. But I was able to use my system to post. I tested it post 10 Instagrams in a couple hours, stories, and let it do it automatically. Works. I tested it where I post one video and it goes to Instagram Reels, it goes to YouTube Shorts, it goes to TikTok, and all at the same time. So you just drop one video that you want to share, like a clip from an IRL stream, and you want it to be posted on your main page in the form of a reel, a YouTube short, or a TikTok main page video, like main feed, and it'll post it onto all three of those at the same time. You also have the option to uncheck which ones you don't want it to go on that day or whatever, but you can post to all three at one, which is helpful. It's super helpful. And it's made by me, somebody who needed this, somebody who needed something to help, bring things back to start my platform, start cooking again, promoting my streams, etc. So, what is the app called? It doesn't really have an official name. I'm just calling it Bliss Tools because I'm just what matters is how it works, and that it works with efficiency. But yeah, that's what I'm working on the side here. Are we able to use it now? No. But it costs money. There's a subscription fee to use it. I'm charging less than other companies that do it, and I'm making it for dummies. Basically, I've looked at every single website that offers this kind of stuff, and there's so many options and so many different things and complexities to the ways that they design their website and their user interfaces and stuff. And there's companies that have been around for a while that do this, but it's blanketed underneath 95% of the other stuff they do has nothing to do with automation. So it's really hard for people to find and afford, because they'll charge you this big sweet package for a monthly subscription to all these services. But if you're using it to automate your posts, you're paying a shitload just to have this one feature. And then there's websites that just automate postings, and I found out all their price ranges too. And based off of the overhead and what it costs me to run this business, it's worth it for me to compete against anybody who's already doing it, cost-wise. Because other people care more about profit, and I just made this for myself, but then I realized, oh shit, this is a product. This is what people need. If I need it, I'm a good use case, and I could encourage people to try it out, and I could give it to some of my friends that saturate their lives with content, like streamers and performers, musicians, artists, and I could make sure that I get it in the hands of people who will start using it right away, so that they can have I need a bunch of people using it that don't have my brain, that haven't looked at it and built it. I need people to use it and be confused when something's not working out, or find an error so I can fix it, or I need there's so much work that needs to go into it over time. But even at the stage I'm at right now, if I get those approvals, then anybody can use it. But for now, I found out that I can meticulously add certain people as app testers, so I can add people into my all day NYC Yo, Dan. Cheers. Stay hydrated, guys. It's just water. Yo, thank you so much. Welcome in. Oh my God, I forgot about the Zoom thing. No. Okay, Dan. Where's Dan? I need to talk to Dan. Hi everybody, my name is Danny, also known as Potential Bliss. Welcome to my live stream. We are here in sunny Santa Monica. We're on the Santa Monica Pier. We're hanging out at the old famous carousel right now. And thank you so much for the raid, Dan. If you guys don't follow All Day NYC, you gotta check him out. He's a fucking boss. How's it going? You live up here?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
What's up? You good?
Yeah, can I come out in your video?
Yeah. Just don't come up on me like that, okay? Like you got real
Part of
close.
the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What's your name?
Jeremy,
I'm Danny.
can I get your YouTube channel?
My YouTube? Yeah, of course. Sorry, sometimes people come up and I just don't know, right? Yo, thank you. I appreciate that. Yo, thank you. I appreciate you. Sorry, yeah, but sometimes people come up and I just don't know what they're about. You seem nice. I'm Danny.
Up here?
I got you.
Wait, Dad, where's the what are they? Dad, is it inside?
I stream on Twitch too, though. That's for like my bigger audience.
The video's gonna appear on here?
Yeah.
TikTok?
No, YouTube. Oh, it's right here. That's like an advertisement. Yeah, right there. I'm live. Here we go. That's what's up.
If only you knew, my dude. There's been like 1 million people like on my mind.
Oh shit.
Not just right here posted up.
That's what's up. It's good to see you, bro. Take care of yourself. You have an announcement? What is it? Tell me. There's some crazy shit going on this pier. You never know who you're gonna meet. Dude, Dan, are you here? Thank you so much for the raid, and thank you so much for the raid, Leonardo. Thank you, Epic Johnson, for the raid. Thank you so much. What's up, Thule? What's up, Gilfrey? What's good? What's up? What is up? How was your streams? It's Leo's birthday. Happy birthday. One time I went to someone's stream and I rated them with like 100 viewers, and then somebody jokingly said that it was my birthday, and I was like, it's not my birthday. And they were like, is it your birthday or not? Because we ban people who come in and say it's their birthday. And I was like, what? I was like, all right, so if it's my birthday, I'll make sure I never tell you. You guys remember that? Remember that when we did a raid and you guys said it was my birthday? Don't ever do that. I will ban you. I swear to God. At this point, I swear to God I will. If you do that in someone else's chat. Like if I raid somebody, they probably know it's my birthday. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't raid a stranger on my birthday. Personally. Like as far as like what their impression of like what they thought when somebody in the chat said it was my birthday, they were not liking it. And I was like, I respect other people, other people's opinion and stuff. It's all good. Just know I'm gonna punish them later for this. I was like, damn it. Dude, Dan, thank you so much for the raid, bro. I want to go out to New York so bad and hang out with him. I'm basically hanging out in Santa Monica, but we're able to explore away from the pier. Currently at the pier. You know what's interesting? Every time I come to this side of the pier to get some, like, get away from the crowd or whatever, breathe for a second, hear my own thoughts. Sometimes, like, some fucking person will come up and I'm like, man, I went as far away from everybody as I could to get some space. And somehow I still attract the crazies. They're, like, I'm a magnet for people who are test people's ability for uncomfortable situations. I'm from Poland, but I lived in the UK for 20 years. No way, really? Wow, dude. Oh, wait. Idź do spać, idź do domu. That's like come home or something like that in Polish. I also know how to swear in Polish, but I'm not gonna do that. I grew up in this state called Michigan in the United States, and there's like a pretty decent population of Polish people. And my best friends growing up down my street, they were a Polish family. And they were like my favorite people. Super, like family oriented and fun, and like they weren't like soft either, you know, like the kids swear, but not in like hateful ways, and like, you know, honestly too, I feel like pierogies, some of the best food in the world. What's up, Jagged? How are you? Alright, so I got on really late today, huh? I got on late enough that my first encounter in public was a drunk dude wanting my YouTube, who was with like a whole posse of people that just, God only knows what they're up to tonight. It's my birthday today. Ban that guy. Fuck your birthday. It's not the most important thing. Now, if it was really your birthday, that would be such a mean thing to say. Pierogies are dope. I always bring them to the UK with me. Nice. Yeah, I used to live in Michigan, what I was saying, and I honestly haven't had one pierogi in like 17 years. It's been that long. I used to, it's like a staple in Michigan. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. Pierogies are a thing in every different culture home. It's not his birthday. Are you serious? It's not your birthday, is it? Why didn't you put it in the Discord? Happy birthday. Is it really your birthday? After all that I just said about birthdays. It's weird, crazy timing. Oh, it is Leonardo's birthday, though. It's in the Discord. It actually is your birthday. Happy birthday. Now, who else's birthday is it? Damn, Gus. For next year, do me a favor. Go into the Discord, and there's this thing called Birthday Bot. It's like a chat in there. And you can put your birthday in there, and then it announces it on the Discord, so I never miss anybody's birthdays ever. That's kind of why I didn't believe you. So happy birthday, Gus, and happy birthday, Leonardo. Like, actually. Happy birthday. I'm glad that you're alive. Glad you made it this far. Keep going. Stay optimistic on a day-to-day basis. Take good care of yourselves. have fun, like do what makes you the most happy, and then, you know, I think you'll be fine after that. All right, I think I need to move because I don't want to disrupt anybody's lives. Okay, on the move. Let's go explore. Where are you traveling now? Well, we're in Los Angeles. So, not too far. We're just exploring around town a bit. Spending some quality time together. You know, it's funny, I signed up for these like $2 10-minute scooter rides. If you go 1 minute over the $2 $10 limit, they charge you 2.5 times more. I found that out today. I went to get a slice of pizza yesterday and there was this homeless girl outside and she was like, can I get a, and I was like, huh? And she's like, root beer. Can I get a root beer? Can you give me a root beer? And I was like, a root beer? Got you. I got that. I got you, right? Easy. I go in there. I'm like, can I get these slices and a root beer for that girl that's always sitting outside? And he goes, oh yeah, $4.50 for a fucking root beer. I was like, oh. I was like, damn. Next time she asks me for a root beer, I'm gonna be like, you know, the other sodas in there are like $2. Like, you're drinking better drinks than me, lady. I don't even buy the expensive root beer. Sorry. But I have to draw the line. Like, if I'm walking out and what I'm holding in my hand is better quality than what I'm ingesting, I'm not grabbing it for you, okay? That's my new rule. It's like, if I'm gonna, you know. How often do I go live? As often as I want, which is the best part about it. All right, let's hit the open road. Being able to like pick your own schedule is great because you only have yourself to blame and you only have yourself to thank. So you're just your own manager, you know? Otherwise, you always feel like someone else is telling you when you need to do everything. And that can be a bit tough over long periods. Dude, okay, so no schedule. Well, you know, I did like a metric shit ton of IRL streaming in the last almost 3 years. And I like walked over 8,000 miles since I started. Honestly, I'm closer to like 9,000. But so I can't really go hard like I used to till I get a knee surgery one day. My knee is so fucked up that I just know for sure that I need a surgery one day. So I'm trying to plan in my head the best case scenario for that. Yo! For 3 months! Thank you. Thank you so much for the sub, bro. What the frick, dude? Thank you. Absolute legend. On his birthday, nonetheless. What? You are the gift. You are the gift. Man, what a good place to be in life, where it's your birthday and you're giving gifts. Thank you. I appreciate the kindness and generosity. For the rest of knee surgery, all the best. Yeah. I just, best case scenario for that is like I'm super set up and then I get like a killer fucking like leg brace afterwards and I'm like still able to stay active a little bit and like strengthen and get back into the swing of things. Maybe get both the knees, you know what I mean? Shit, if we're gonna do one, why not do both? You used to live in a van. Yeah, I live and travel around in a van. But my life isn't as much about the van as it is about what we're doing right now. Yo, thank you so much for the support again. It just started up a hype train. Brother and sister of yours had both? Wow. Happy trails, Captain. Thank you. We are in Malibu. This is Malibu Beach. Up there is the Pacific Palisades Park. So at the top of this hill, we've got the Pacific Coast Highway. This is where Dan needs to bring his bike and fucking be extremely cautious and bike the PCH one day. Does Dan do that stuff, or does he do mostly like inner city stuff? You know what I mean? Like, does he do like cross country trips or like coastal trips or like crazy extreme shit? I don't know. I should ask him. What's up, Dr. Hubs? They have no root beer in Panama. Is that what you're trying to say? Hey, Nat, how are you? It's good to see you. These are these houses that are practically empty most of the time. People own them and rent them out, but this like strip of multi-million-dollar beachfront houses, it doesn't have like a sense of community. It just has sort of maybe a sense of prime real estate wealth vibes. Like in most places, if there's this many beautiful houses like this, you'd see people coming in and out of the back doors. You'd see people coming out to the path. You know, like you'd see like people hanging out on the balconies and on the top, like the rooftops, but you never see anybody enjoying these houses, dude. I swear on it. It's like they're haunted. They're ghost mansions, prime real estate. People will keep buying it, but they don't really enjoy it. It looks like such a waste of such a great location if you're not gonna fill them up with people. Waste resources, waste of space. You recognize this from GTA. Hi, V-Kind, how are you? Yo, Duppy, dude, thank you for the 50 kicks, bro. What you up to? Okay, does look like an extra room. Yeah. This one's got a cool little spiral staircase. Pillars cracking. I wonder if there was ever a time where this strip of houses felt like a community area. Probably not. Everybody who owns them probably has like cameras and security all over, and they hardly ever go. Or they're like exclusively rented by people for like short amounts of time. How can you afford to pay property tax on something like this with it just sitting there? Aw, thank you, just chilling. Nice. Good. Jagged Johnson. I was just thinking about you. Hey Melissa. Hey Off Grid. Hey everybody. Yo, turned. They really do look abandoned and unkept. Yeah, you're on it too. You're on that same shit. Look at this one. This spiral staircase. Like, I should have zoomed in on the cracks in the wall, but like, every house has like cracks in the outer. I don't know what you would the exterior. Whatever they're putting on the outside of the wood. What is this? Stucco looking shit. And you've got like rust trails like on my van, because the metals that they use are clearly not rust proof or treated or retreated. That's my face. They're clearly not treated or retreated. And then like all the houses have like little things where it just shows that it could be way worse behind the walls, you know. I got you. One single story house in the whole block. And I bet you it's worth just as much to buy that real estate as it is to buy this real estate next door. See that one single level home? Ooh, 80 stream streak. Let's fucking go. This one's being restored. Good on them. Somebody's getting their shit together. Wow, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, first level, second, third, fourth. The fourth is the roof. God damn. Can't really. See, if you're gonna build over here, you need to be like this guy. You gotta just use this fucking concrete and not play games. Your whole house should be concrete like that if you're gonna live near LA. Because the only houses that didn't burn down during the fires were the ones that had the... most of it was made of concrete. Yeah. It's crazy. If I had a house right there, dude, I would build the biggest solar infrastructure on the roof. And I would just like... make it the coolest, most fun house ever. I don't think like any of those houses have solar. Yeah, somebody owns them. Serious coins. Rooftop jungle, that's what I'm saying. Well, and everybody that walks the Pacific Palisades up here, they can see your roof. So you might as well stand out. Put like a whole peace sign shaped flower garden or something on the roof.
Begin this great romance. We must give in and take this chance. It's time I tell you what I'm longing to.
Did you work on that in your tech? Not all night. I did stay up pretty late though. I'm actually really close to like finishing this phase. like at a certain point last night, I was like, wait, am I lost in the weeds on this project right now? Like, where am I at? I was like, it feels like I'm almost done, like based off everything I'm testing and like everything I built, and the website looks great. I had to build 4 different websites. And like one of them is just for YouTube, so I can send a review to just YouTube. One of them is just for Instagram, so I can send a review of me using the app that only has Instagram on them. One of them is just for TikTok, so that when I send in the review, the only app on there is TikTok. And so I had to build 3 different websites for 3 different products that are each individually catered to that specific platform, because when I send in a review, they only want to see stuff associated with their platform. That's why I'm sending in the review for them. So I can't set, so I built this thing that has like everything all in one, like all the variations of all platforms, all post types. I built this major like user interface for myself. And then I was like, oh shit, I need to send in unique individual reviews for each individual app, not all of them in one. And this is only all of them in one. So I like had this light bulb moment where I was like, oh shit, I need to build 3 more websites. And you think it would be simple after I just built the main one, but it took a lot of tweaking, and they're so fucking perfect. For being phase 1, the websites look great. They load great on the phone. They're solid. There's no errors. They look like I meticulously built a website that you don't have to scroll. So everything's like in one page, and it's really easy to follow. And like, yeah, so I don't know if I have to build more on it or what I'm doing, but once I get everything buttoned up on this last session that's coming up, then I'll be totally ready to put in reviews, which I found out that TikTok takes less time than I heard to be approved. I thought it was like 2 to 8 weeks, and that's the longest one. But actually they take like 7 to 10 days. So all of this stuff that I wanted to have finished by the subathon, I'm going to have it all in motion way sooner than the subathon, which means I'm going to be ready for the subathon. The whole reason I created all this shit is so that by the time the subathon comes, I have no excuse for not posting on all my platforms to promote the adventures we do, to show the beautiful things we see on stream, to the people we meet, to just promoting the subathon. And so I sat down and tested I built an automation system from fucking scratch, and I probably put like 130 hours into it in the last 10 days. Today's day number 11 that I started the project, like officially downloaded the programming software to build it. And by the way, you can't just have AI build it for you. Unfortunately, you have to learn a lot, and you have to fuck things up a lot. And so I put in some grind on it, dude. Like, I had one day where I took a day off streaming, and I fucking worked on the project for like 15 hours. And at a certain point, Claude was like, you know, you should really go to sleep. You've made massive breakthroughs today. Like, seriously. And I wouldn't even respond. And I would come back like 10, 15 minutes later with a question about a piece of code that's supposed to work, but it's not. And then it would answer me, and it would say, but like I said, you should probably get some rest, dude. Like, you've been at it. And then I just ignore it. And then I come back like 20 minutes later again. And I'm like, hey, what's up with this little piece of code? Like, this is exactly how it's supposed to be. And then they're like, oh, you typed a period. Like, there's no period. Like, what? You typed this one little character that fucked everything up on accident while you were like typing in there manually. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm like, I ask it a question, and it grays out the box where I can type. It was just like, you know, it was like, I'm not answering you anymore. And it literally cut me off. It's just crazy. Yo, thanks, Duppy. It was like, for your health, I'm literally gonna cut you off fully. You're not allowed. You still have usage that you pay for, but you can't use me the rest of the night. Go to bed. Look out the window of your van. The sun is out. You haven't slept yet. It was literally said all this shit to me. I was like, fuck you, I'll go over to Google AI Studio, your biggest competitor right now, for free. Yeah, I found that I trust okay, so with coding, you guys, if you're really trying to like learn and have like an expert coder sitting by your side, there was this time where I was trying to fix something on the website, and I was like, can you please help me fucking write this in? Like, my brain is scrambled right now. Like, can you just make this little fix on this? And then they fix it and they send me the HTML back, and I'm like, oh, thank you. And then I'm like, ooh, I'm staring at the website, I'm pushing all the buttons, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't work right, this doesn't look good, this function's not right, the way that this reacts to this when you click this shouldn't be that way, blah, blah, blah. And then I go back and I'm like, please fix this, do this little update. So like simple HTML stuff that I've already learned HTML. So simple HTML stuff that's like, it would have taken me like an hour or two to like go through and make all these fixes and decide how I was going to make the fixes, how quickly, if I was going to restructure my HTML file for the website or not, and all this stuff. And like there was this one session where I asked it to make changes like 12 times in a row, and it just kept being like, that's actually you know, I hate the way that it patronizes people, but I think that we think it's patronizing because we're not used to people being like complimentary but it becomes excessive. So I've asked it to only say let's go with an exclamation mark and a celebratory emote. That's like to the extent that it can be emotionally involved with me, basically. But I like the way that it feels like I have a personal assistant for something that would literally just saves me time. And I made all these edits, and it's like, yo, intuitively that's like incredibly smart to make this move, and like to relocate this here, the ergonomics make it more fluid, and that's actually a really good decision. Like, your first idea was okay, but the fact that you're moving it around and like you're restructuring what you originally thought was going to be functional and the best, and now, and like every single time, like even though it was like 2 hours of asking it to restructure certain things for me and kind of like asking about certain HTML things, like, and every single time it responded, it'd be like, yep, here you go, thanks, I got you. And instead of being like annoyed by me or something. So it's kind of like having an HTML expert or a coding expert by your side while you work on something, and you can keep asking them the same shit over and over and over if you really need to. Also reached points where I'm having technical errors, and I go to like Claude and I'm like, yo, what's up with this? Like, I promise this is how it's supposed to fucking work. Like, what am I missing? And then it's like an hour later, between 3 different AI models, all of them are like, yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. Like, I genuinely don't want to give you answers because I just don't know. And I'm like, how do you not know? And then I had to go in and fix all the code myself. And that was kind of like a learning curve for me, where I come back to the bot and I'm like, hey, chat bot, look what I fixed. And they're like, oh, what? They're like, damn, I'm glad you fixed that, because I wasn't about to get you the help you need. I don't know if the service sucks over here, but yeah, either way, it's been I feel like it's been an interesting balance. Staring at that computer screen and doing all that without a mouse or like a separate keyboard, like everything I move and click and remove, and it's tedious, has been with my little trackpad. I had a mouse, but I threw it away because I'm weird and I don't want to have too much shit I don't use, and I hadn't used it. Now that I'm using my computer more, the first thought was, oh, I need that mouse. This would make this so much more efficient. And I'm like, oh yeah, I threw that away. Or like set it on a recycling bin somewhere in case somebody else wanted it. Hey, Nat. But yeah, so project's fun. Staring at that screen so much makes me really appreciate being outside. I'm not used to staring at the screen like that. I haven't done that in years. So Hey, No Bark, what's up? It's good to see you. It has been a hot minute. Hope you're doing well. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? So I started doing code stuff with Claude, and then I was like, damn, Claude's really good at this. So I got a $20 a month subscription to Claude. But then I was like looking around for other options, and honestly, like Google Gemini is such a noob, even if you turn it on like max thinking, like, you know, version 6.9 or whatever the fuck. And all these other ones never gave me an expert level like testing ground to be worthy of paying. So I only pay for Claude. And then on top of that, everything else sucks so much that I only trust Claude for code and stuff. But if you're in that little world, Google AI Studio it'll give you the same fucking answers as Claude every single time. Like if it has to do with code and it has to do with logic and it has to do with structure, it will give you the right answer depending on what you're working on every single time. So I know that Claude will do that. I can be uneducated and I can make Claude work extra hard to find an answer that would take somebody else 5 minutes. But that's just how it is, because I only took one computer information systems class in my whole life. But I went to Google AI Studio and I asked it the same question as Claude and it gave me the most detailed answer ever. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this thing is like on crack. And so if I use all my usage for Claude, I go right over to Google AI Studio. And that's my official handoff. And when it runs out of usage, I just say goodnight to it. Put it away. Okay, well, I'm glad you're doing pretty well overall. Almost done with college now, graduating in August. No way. That's crazy. You guys like the PCH? And they're like filming all those blue tents over there. Some kind of movie production. So this is the coastal highway, you guys, if you're ever in California. Well, if you're ever in the United States, because the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway, it goes from here like 1,000 miles north. Are you feeling ready to have more time for yourself, or are you going to work, or what are you going to do after college? My chat phone is struggling over here. Struggle bus. Damn, LA to SD, no shortcuts, 120-mile relay race. Damn, that's on foot. Relay race. October 23rd, 120 miles? Whoa, dude. What? I wonder what their route is. 120 miles? How do you do that? That doesn't make sense. Can you run 120 miles in a day? Oh my God. I see this cute little fucking thing. This little lizard. He's got half a tail. Are you good, little guy? You're in the most peculiar place. We're on like a stairwell away from nature. Can we save you? Come on. No, don't worry. Come on. Let me save you. You're not gonna enjoy it over here. Come on, jump in. All right, we're gonna pray for this little guy, because I don't even know what he's gonna do. What are you gonna do? Come on. Yeah, this thing is just leaping every time I try to grab it. Wandered up to bask in the sun, right? It's a little sketchy for a tiny little lizard, though. Concrete jungle. Should be hanging out like, I don't know. This whole area is a little risky. Ooh, look at this. That's a nice decline too. Just downhill the whole way. I was literally just talking to my roommate about squirting little BB lizards, rescuing little baby lizards like that out of my apartment in New Mexico. Oh, really? I think I'm insane because I took a wolf spider out of the house earlier. No, wolf spiders are chill. We have such weird conception of what's scary or dangerous, you know? There's so much random shit in the United States that can kill you. Like wasps, you know? Or like killer bees. Like they make up such a small percentage of the population of these species of creatures. Sure miss having a bike. Oh. Did you have a nice one? Like a road bike like those ones that they were riding? Climbing. It's a really nice incline. It's not too steep. But it gets you all the way up here to the top. Across the highway. Gosh dang freeloader. True, you guys have insects in your house and stuff, like I feel it's only fair if they're living there rent free, they should contribute at least. Start catching the bugs if they're spiders, things like that. Climbing uphill in the sun is nice, followed by a stroll in the shade. Let's do that. Better to live in a world with insects than one without. I'll tell you, that's my opinion. The more we use pest control, the more we dominate the earth with our own man-made bullshit, concrete jungles, that it pushes all of the ecosystem's greatest little creatures out. So it's hard to
about it and get your
like, I don't want like a shit, like I don't care. Yeah, you know, I've had a lot of encounters with insects and things, like even ants. Like, what the fuck, there's a trail of ants going through this to there across the kitchen. As long as they're not touching the food, as long as there's not a trail of them to a trash can or something, I don't mind. We coexist with these things. I remember my housemate was like, like they were shocked. They're like, ants, like doesn't the manager blah blah blah. I was like, I don't know, who cares? They're ants. Where are they going? It looks like they're going from inside to outside to inside. I don't know what they're doing. There's no food. There's no trash. I heard of this guy in Oregon who dealt with ant trouble Using mushrooms to repel them from the structure. Ah. Yeah, I guess there's certain types of... It's like companion, the opposite of companion. The kryptonite. Non-beneficial booby trap for the ants. June is such a vibe. I took a walk last night at like 11 at night, and it was so quiet. It was almost like scary. And I was like, oh yeah, this is like kind of how I remember nights used to be in LA. Like an average night in an average neighborhood near the beach. Very calm, very quiet. Not too much sudden surprises of crazy weird sketch tweakers or whatever. But last night I walked like 5 miles all around town just listening to music and stretching my legs. And it was quiet everywhere. Granted, I stuck to streets like this, but it was like you could hear a pin drop. I could hear somebody like close their front door from, 7 buildings away. Not a bird chirping because it's nighttime, just silence. Yeah, spiders are cool. Oh, trippy no bark. That's cool. So they have like super sticky, what do you call frogs' hands? Hands. Here. Ooh. This place is leasing. I wonder how much. Personally, I think a lot of these places just make bank on taking application fees. Especially because application fees can be done by AI now. Like validation, verification, like everything can be automated. So I feel like it's a little crazy to think that you should be charged $50 to $80 to apply for a place. Because when I was looking for a place, I paid so many application fees, and I was like, damn, these people are just gobbling up my money and saying no. It's like, what an awesome, fun job. Damn, Nat, that's crazy about the frogs. Little suction hooks. Suction-like hooks, as opposed to lizards in the forest. Ah, more like a gecko. Or maybe not even like a gecko. I don't know. Like, we're talking lizards that kind of scaly and dry looking, but they're still able to, say, climb up a glass. It's tricky. Don't hit me. If you guys are ever in LA, make sure you look at the cars when you're crossing, because the amount of times that I'd have to say something so that somebody doesn't just hit me while I'm crossing a street even though I have the right of way. The amount of times that has happened is I can't even count. So, very high number. So if you're ever in LA, make sure that you don't get hit by a car, because everybody's so busy in their own little world. They're like, we gotta get there, we gotta go. And yeah. God, I love this town. Santa Monica just has a little glint of charm that none of the surrounding areas seem to have. Hell yeah, we gotta protect nature, of course. As much as we can. And the ecosystem within it. It's so precious and fragile, clearly. But the amount of animals that have gone extinct and the amount of changes in our everyday life because those animals go extinct, and climate changing. The ecosystem missing its little precious parts whilst also enduring climate change is seemingly having such a big impact. I think that if the whole earth just went up in flames or something, we wouldn't be here. But there'd still be like insects, and some type of evolution would continue. So how do you guys like the YouTube and Twitch being on the bottom of the screen now? Did you guys notice that? I agree, Lon.
Don't you rock my boat, 'cause I don't want my boat.
Oh, it's so funny because right after I said that about being hit by cars here in LA, this crosswalk had like walking lights on for people on foot, right? So you could cross any direction. And this girl started crossing, and then this car, a Prius, almost ran into her and then honked at her, and then she was like, "What? Look!" Like pointed at the lights, how it says that she can walk, and the guy's still like throwing a fit while driving away. That is literally case in point, instant example of what I was talking about. Like, people don't know how to fucking drive or think about anybody but themselves. Not everybody, but there's a majority of people on the road who don't think about anything but themselves. They shouldn't even be on the road. Seriously. There's just so many people on the road, and people in different situations, different environmental reasons why maybe they're a little stressed, or maybe they're in a rush, or, you know, those kinds of things. So you never know. Gotta be careful out there on the streets. I need adventure though. I need to get out of LA. I think the other elevator didn't work. Maybe go to San Diego for a bit. Need to keep moving around. Now that my windshield's more and more broken, it's so crazy. Like, I never see broken windshields. I always notice this, that like I'm the one guy with the most broke ass windshield in town. And I just know that in LA, I don't want to jinx myself, but I know in LA, the cop's gonna fucking bust my balls over it, really. San Diego seems pretty fair too. San Francisco, I think I could be fine. It's just now I'm like in this position where I worry about if I get some kind of fix-it ticket and I have this crazy pressure to get it fixed rather than waiting until I feel ready. Yo, Jessica, what's up? How are you? It's good to see you. How you doing? You're good. Oh, good. Yeah, we are enjoying the day. I got on super late today, right? Better late than never. See, look, I have the right of way, but this lady doesn't give a fuck. I guess I think differently because I drive a big-ass van. So I can't really, like, squeeze in between a pedestrian who has the right of way. It looks like more obnoxious if I do it. I guess if you have a little tiny baby car and you can kind of just squeeze through, maybe you're late for work. But is the Whistler lady? No, this is not her. This is like an old song. I think it's like a 60-year-old song or something. Agua de Beber. It's from 1984. So it's a little over 40 years ago. Yeah, I want to whistle. I want to whistle just like that lady. I want to be able to do that, but I don't think I don't think I'll ever be able to. It's like a unique, special skill that only bird people have, or something. She's like, and then she starts singing and playing her little like tambourine drum thing. I know, right? It's like the best intro. It's like the most original and best intro and hook to keep somebody watching. Like, beautiful Brazilian woman holding this really unique, beautiful drum, and then she does this bird whistle at the very beginning every time. I can't even replicate it or try to mimic it. It's like a whistle that if you've ever seen it, you'd be like, damn, that's like one in a 10 million of people that can do that. So she starts whistling and you're like, huh? And then she starts singing and playing the drum and you're like, what the fuck, dude? This person's dope. Really strong, but also like really clear. She just does these bird whistles that are like insane. Oh my God, Faith is in San Diego yesterday. Damn. Here, look, I'll show you guys the video I'm talking about. Oh, shit, damn it. I messed it up. Here, look.
Caranguejo sá, olha o gordo Guaiamu. Quem quiser comprar a mim, cada corda de 10 eu dou mais um. Eu dou mais um, eu dou mais um. Cada corda de 10 eu dou mais um. Caranguejo sá, caranguejo sá.
But she plays with bands and stuff too. Damn, she got 354,000 followers. But she went super mega viral. She has all these videos of her doing it. Like almost 7 million views.
Vem magalinha rojão, traz a linha pro fogão, vem fazer armação. Hoje é dia de sol, alegria de coió, é curtir o verão. Vem magalinha.
Right? Here, look though, this is her with like other people. Oh no, the cool one isn't loading. Where are these? Where? I need to go to Brazil. I want to hang out with musicians like this group. Right? But like she's she originally went viral for just the whistle and the drum solo. Yeah. They say that closer to the equator, the more beautiful that people are. Based off of what? Like, societal standards or just looks maxing? Brazil mogs the rest of the world. Brazil maxing. Who was that whistle woman? I don't know. I closed all my shit out. Hold on. PAZARINHARA. Pazzarinara. PAZSARINHARA. So, if you typed it in, you got it. We're all thumbs compared to them. I don't know. It matters what's inside. If a place is known for having the most beautiful people, who do you trust? How are you, Danny? Not dead yet. Hey, you become a gazillionaire with the chances you throw a pizza party.
Wait.
I want right now? You know what I want? You know what I'm gonna get?
Pizza.
Joe's Pizza number 1. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys about the girl this afternoon. Let me remind me to tell you about the girl from this morning. I found her license. What's up? How are you? It's good to see you, man. Long time no see. Can I get a slice of grandma and a slice of cheese, please? Baby, this pizza looks so good, guys. You gotta come out of Joe's Pizza. We got the thick crust, we got the grandma, got the white pizza, classic New York cheese slice, pepperoni, margarita. Alright. How are you?
Good, bro.
Having a good day?
Sorry?
Good day?
Yeah. It's service low, so.
Ah, I see. Yeah, of course, thank you. Okay, so this morning, I'm like walking, right? And I like see this driver's license on the ground, and I'm like, oh damn. So I pick it up, and it's this girl's driver's license, and I'm like, shit. So I look at the apartments, and I'm like, let me go walk up the path, like up to near the front doors of these apartments. Like clearly, if you have no business there, you shouldn't be walking where I'm walking. But the driver's license was like sitting outside of an apartment complex. So I walked into the apartment complex and I like set it down on this ledge. And just in case it was one of the people that lives there, I was like, I don't want to have to deal with this. It's better to leave something close to where you found it, but a driver's license, that's risky, right? Or like a, identification card. And so I walk like all the way over here. Then I look in my backpack and I realize I didn't bring my I didn't bring my chat phone, right? So I was like, oh no, I have to go back. So I hop on like a little e-scooter thing and I cruise, and then I park it and I get off and I start walking to my van to get my streaming chat phone. This is like a 30-minute detour, 45 minutes even, because like I was gonna start stream at like 2, which is already late, but then I got on later. And I get off the scooter and I start walking, and then there's this girl like walking around, like looking all over, looking all frantic, like typing on her phone. I was just like, what the hell? And I was like, are you looking for a driver's license? And she was like, yes. Like, I'm literally applying for a new driver's license right now. Like, this is the worst time for me to lose my license. Like, this is horrible. And I was like, I found it. And she was like, what? Are you serious? Are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, well, where is it? I was like, it's like way down this street, like 10 apartment buildings down. And I walked into an apartment complex and set it down somewhere safe because I figured it belonged to somebody that lives there. And so I walked her all the way to the house, or the apartments. I walk into the apartments, it's still sitting there. I grab it, and she was just like, she was literally shaking. Like, she was like, shooketh. Like, it seemed to be that it was more than just, oh, dang it, I lost my license. Like, it was like she had a bunch of stuff planned and needed it and blah, blah, blah. And, oh, dude, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Dude, what a fucking legend. I've never been brought the pizza before. Excuse my language, but... Oof. Oof. Guys, don't you just want to take a bite off that right there? Don't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, damn, he put some extra cheese on there. That guy, he hooked me up, bro. Here, I'll put you guys like right here in the corner without the tripod because it's like, it's less like awkward for me, I think. Ooh. And here I am about to eat the most boring salad in the world. Well, as good as a pizza tastes, it's not as good for you as a salad ever will be. Gotta get that grease all up. You gotta get the Parmesan. It soaks up the grease. Sticks right to the pizza. Get a little parm on that. Oh my God! Oh, this is the. Oh, here you go. You get the first bite, guys. Go on. Yo, Afraz! Thank you so much for the raid, bro. Thank you so much. Can we please get a shout out for Afraz Explores?
Explores rated your channel with 47 viewers.
We're eating pizza, guys. Welcome. Hey, Roxy. You guys gotta follow Afraz. If you ever see him streaming, go check him out. Trust me. You guys you gotta watch more streamers on the East Coast. Let me actually know what's going on with the world. I'm at the point, no matter what I order, whether it's like an expensive slice or not, they'll only ever charge me for cheese slices. And you guys know my rule. When people are really nice and they give me like a deep discount, I just compensate it with the same cost as a tip. So if I get like a slice of pizza, if I get 2 slices and it's normally like $10 and they charge me like 4 for it, then I'll tip them like 5, like just to call it even. It's like that gotcha moment. Where they feel good about giving you a good deal, but then you tip them the balance. Thanks. It's good to see you, Charlie. How you doing? Off grid, what you up to? How you been, bruh? Did you guys see, like, right after Dan raided? That guy got hella close to me. I think he thought he knew me or something. Cause like I had to kind of like stand up in his face a little bit, try to make sure that like, I don't know, I felt like he wasn't not to be trusted. I gave him my YouTube channel, so if you hear me saying this, sorry buddy, you kind of got really close to me. There was like a little moment where it almost turned into a fight. Like when I stood up, I saw him clench his hands a little bit and like kind of jolt his arms up like he thought I was gonna hit him. I don't even like when my friends get that close sometimes. Getting ready to leave on a trip, hoping the weather holds to go watch sunset tonight. That'd be sick. Will you stream it anyways? Or are you just gonna only do it if the weather's good? You guys, please follow Afraz Explores. Did we get an official shout out for him? I don't think he chatted, so I wasn't able to click his name.
Oh, it's Pinzetti, actually.
It literally, you cannot get better pizza on the west side from like a place like this. Oh my God, Nala, hi.
I heard this place.
Depends on the wind or if it's raining. Oh, that makes sense. The only place that I'm always super prepared and accepting of the wind is when I'm in San Francisco. I'm just like, it's just built different there. Oh shit, no! I can't do it. I want to eat that blob of cheese so bad, but it landed on the table because I'm not eating over the plate because I'm an idiot. If you don't eat that cheese, you're not a real rat, bro. If there's one place where the 5-second rule does not count, it's West Side LA or anywhere in LA. Sorry. And I got like an iron gut. I've been living in a van for 3 years and I used to buy cheese. I don't have a fridge or a cooler in my van. I used to buy like big ass bags of cheese sticks and just keep them in my van and like throw like 2 of them in my backpack while I'm streaming. I just have this like wet, warm, flimsy cheese stick once I finally open it up. But yeah, I think I'm pretty resilient, but I don't know. I don't know about the cheese blob. Oh, I see strife. Best fucking pizza in the West Side, bro. The last 2 days, I haven't really drinking much caffeine. I cut back.
They have a lot to eat down in the
So good. Joe, the guy who opened it, is originally from New York City, yeah. I read some reviews, people hating on it before, and I was like, only an asshole would write a bad review about this place. I don't care if you're from New York or what.
Money like Matt Damon.
No, we're in California. Yeah, baby.
Very popular. He plays for a popular team, and he's one of the best players too. Practices a lot. Every day. I think he was a little kid, like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that quote's going around right now, purgatory.
In the room.
Guys, everybody wish Gus a happy birthday.
What? Really? Okay, go find one. Can you wait a little? How's the pizza here? Good? Oh yeah.
It's probably the best in the West Side. I mean, for grab and go at least.
Really good.
There's restaurants that'll give a good pizza, but like if you don't want to sit down, this is the spot. I mean, you know, like at a table.
Yeah. Anything close to New York style is good.
Mm-hmm. I'm always kind of looking around for spots that just stand out like this one.
They've been around for a while?
I don't know how long they've been around for, but they have a few in California. Apparently the guy Joe is a New Yorker and he came over and he...
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's originally owned by a New Yorker named Joe.
That helps.
Yeah. There's this spot in San Diego. It's called, it's in Ocean Beach, San Diego. It's called Luigi Pizzeria Luigi. And it's like this though. You walk in. So good, bro.
I love the New York vibe.
Yeah, yeah. They do New York slices just like this, and other slices too. It's kind of more like a beach town, surf town kind of hippie vibe though in that town, like Ocean Beach.
Is that?
It's part of San Diego.
Oh, okay. So
it's like right at the San Diego River, and like across the river from like SeaWorld and stuff, and like Pacific Beach, Mission Beach.
We'll try and check it out. We're going to San Diego tomorrow.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Ocean Beach is so beautiful because that's where Sunset Cliffs is too. You've never been to Sunset Cliffs?
No.
Oh my god, hold on.
No.
This is our exclusive drop. Use 100 bits or a sub and drops enabled, but it's physical drops. Give you a little heart on the eye.
That's how far back we are, but look, that was the angle that it was all at when it was.
on. I gotta show you guys what I see here.
Song _and _dance says this is how paradise must look like.
Oh my God! Where are we?
C _Theory7 says holy brave mother Gaia.
Oh! Accept it. Sorry guys, I had to show him like all the beautiful stuff and I had to tell him about the pizza place and I had to show him pictures of Sunset Cliffs and be like, take your wife and kids here. It's so pretty. And he's like, I've never been to Sunset Cliffs. I was like, bro, showing him pictures. I'm like, dude, this is more beautiful than Encinitas, Torrey Pines, like anything in San Diego. This trumps it. And that pizza place is like a 10-minute drive down a 20-mile-an-hour street from that beautiful beach, that cliffs at Sunset Cliffs, to that spot. I got so excited. I was like, yeah, there's this place, randomly say, there's this place in San Diego where they have really good pizza. And he's like, huh, maybe I'll check it out. I'm going to San Diego tomorrow. So I kind of like just cut you guys off and started showing him pictures on my streaming phone real quick so I could plant the seed. I did. I said city. I don't think he caught it. I don't know. Like, we're both sitting at the same place, eating the same pizza, and I was like, it's like this. Like, they do it like this. In fact, honestly, it's very similar. But I think the city tacos went over his head a little bit. Bliss, the travel advisor. Yep. Dude, happy birthday, Gus. I love and appreciate you, bro. I'm happy to have you around, and I'm glad that you're a part of this community, and I'm glad that you're alive and kicking. Happy birthday, my friend. Home from a long day of roaming the nowhere. Oh, I've been there. I'd do that. What's up, Kurt? How are you? It's good to see you. Nope, sorry, didn't mean to tease you guys. Hell yeah. Damn, they're all the way out from Kentucky. That's pretty far. It's like 1,500 miles away, probably. Maybe less. How are you, Danny? Slept well last night? How's your day been so far? Thank you for asking. I'm good. I got 8 hours of sleep in the weirdest way. I went to sleep at like 4 a.m. and then I woke up at like 12:30 in the afternoon. And I was like, holy shit. Like, I literally haven't slept in past, I don't know, 8 a.m. in a long time. I forgot what it was like to like wake up and it's already hot and sunny. But I slept good and made a lot of progress on the software I'm working on. So we're going to be like, I'm going to be able to use it and I'm going to be able to give people the chance to use it as like testers.
Yo, what up?
And my day's been good though. Started it really, really late. Way later than usual. I was like, you know what? I was like, I deserve some time with my friends on stream. You ever feel that way? You're like, I deserve to go to find a streamer and say hi and see people. For me, it's like, I deserve to stream, and I've been working so hard on that damn software. This route. I'm talking to you. Peace of my mind. Ooh, are you insane? Take it to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. When you have ADHD, you can sing a song that's not the song you're listening to. Hey! Oh, you. Dude, I love this surf rock style that's like, I don't know how to describe how it's singing. Such a good vibe. You know what was probably awesome was like when you could just park at the beaches and not have to pay like an arm and a leg to park for the day. Like back when you used to be able to park, get out of your vehicle, not think about paying or anything ever. Man, the good old days. They were like, we can make a lot of money if we charge for parking at the beach. Here's the lifeguard headquarters. Usually I use the restroom like 10 times a day on stream, but I just started stream really late. Can't believe it's 5:30 p.m. already. I think the vibe for summer is like stream later into the night because there's just more life at night in the summer. And it's comfortable, the temperature's comfortable. Alright, I gotta use the restroom since I haven't yet. Can't even remember the last time I did. I'll be right back, okay? Use the restroom. Guys, drink some water. Take care of yourselves. Take a big fat. So special. Like, wow, dude, Twitch has you. We're fucking lucky, you know? And I'm not kissing any ass either. Like, she deserves that kind of accolades, like that kind of recognition. And we have a lot of friends in that same wheelhouse that deserve that same kind of treatment, and being told that they deserve the love and that they have a bright future and that I'll always be there. Looking forward to seeing what they do next, and if there's any way I can support it, I will. And so, W. Erie for putting herself out there and for believing in herself and for your community to believe in you and turning it into something real special. And I really do look forward to seeing where life takes you. I don't even care if it's in 20 years from now. I'll be supporting you. Even if Twitch doesn't exist, you really do deserve it. And those of you who are from her stream, I know you guys feel that same way.
That is so cool. Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
You play the guitar too?
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Danny.
Yeah, of course, Joe. It's nice to meet you. And Marie, take care. Accept it. I might just have to do that.
Yeah, if you're ever interested in going to a school for psychedelic studies, we've got it out here.
Yeah.
I would like kidnapping.
Wait till he sees like every other part of town. There's so much more. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Something that he can't miss. I tried to make a short list. It was like,
Dude, you want to see my new technology?
what is that?
You know how people wear tinfoil hats?
Yes.
I have this to protect my head from aliens and 5G.
You guys didn't even see it. You saw it. Okay.
That's in all my hats I put tinfoil to protect.
Is that bad for your head?
It's protecting from 5G.
But it could be bad for your scalp and your hair follicles.
I'm gonna double check that.
You guys, we're on our way to Mission Dolores. So when my title says something, I could change it throughout the stream on YouTube, but if there's a title that says something, we're eventually always going to be there, but just expect adventures on the way. Like, we made it to the Haight. This is so sick. Yo, welcome back. Slackliners today. There is some slacklines set up. Oh, there we go. So this is what California looks like all summer, every day. Like once summer really kicks in, blue skies all day, every day. Yo, Jamessa, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. I appreciate the support so much. Thank you for your ongoing, continued subscription. Appreciate that a ton. G_E_M_E_S_A. You're the best. Thank you. And Jamessa is the single person who made it so that I realized I need to add nicknames to my stream buddy so that it doesn't read out everybody's name. It was literally like G_E_M_E_S_A_ says hi. I'm just like, oh my god. That was like that was enough fucking syllables to make up a goddamn entire greeting sentence with a greeting in it and everything. Like you could have written you could have written so much more if your name wasn't so goddamn hard to read and so long. I was like, this guy, fucking, god damn it. Like, if I'm driving and somebody has a really long username, I'm just like, son of a bitch. When I have the free TTS on, I just cringe. First red light that I get to, I start like typing in a nickname for the person so that it only reads the nicknames. I have any desire to return? Yeah, of course. That's one of my biggest desires in life, is to make sure I see my family, you know? So, of course. I don't miss Michigan in and of itself, but I miss my family. Some of my friends that are still there. What up, Rainbow? Welcome back. Here, let me ask Claude to tell me, summarize my project. Because I don't know how to summarize it. Okay. Bliss Tools, what you're building and why it matters. The problem you're solving for yourself first. You have 150,000 followers on TikTok, 25,000 on Instagram. You barely post. You're a solo IRL streamer. You're out living life, creating content, going live, building a genuine community. Content exists. I've never told Claude like anything about like other than I stream IRL. I don't talk to it in depth about it. I talk to it about code. So I just asked it. I've brought it up because this is in relation to why I'm creating this stuff. I have content coming that I could clip all the time, post all the time. I just don't have time to do it. Problem is the distribution grind, operating apps, formatting files, opening all these things, writing captions, hitting post, doing it again tomorrow, the day after that. It's repetitive, soul-draining logistics work that has nothing to do with why you became a creator. Most creators either burn out trying to keep up with the posting hamster wheel, or they hire someone to manage it, which costs money and adds coordination overhead. You found a third option. Build the infrastructure yourself. It's a self-hosted media automation platform that lives on your own server in Helsinki. Drop a file into the Google Drive folder. You never think about it again. It posts itself to Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Stories, Instagram Feed, TikTok, on whatever schedule you set, in whatever order you uploaded. The file name becomes the caption. The folder tells it when to post. File name becomes the caption. The folder tells it where to post, the folder that you put the file in, and then your schedule tells it when to post. That's the entire system, basically. Now that's really it summarized. I created something where you have a Google Drive, and then you put a bunch of videos in there, and you make sure you title the video whatever you want the caption of your post to be, and it'll carry over. So file name becomes a caption, folder tells it where to post, schedule tells it when. That's the entire thing. So it's like an automated social media publishing manager. Let's see if it tries to kiss my ass. You didn't just build a script, you built something that could become a product. Core design decision matters. You own everything, no platform dependency, no per seat SaaS fees, eating your margin when you scale. No app to install, no learning curve for future users. Everyone already knows how to drop a file in a folder. This is just stuff about the architecture and all this stuff that you guys would be like, I don't know what he's saying. This is funny. It summarized so much weird shit. It said 6 months ago, you were Danny who had the audience but wasn't posting consistently. That's the user you're building for. You said it yourself. Build this for Danny 6 months ago. Okay, apparently at some point I was like, man, I should have built this like 6 months ago. Oh yeah, because the subathon or something like that. I forget why. And I didn't realize that it would happen so fast, like I could get that deep into the project. Consistency is the entire game for creators. The algorithm rewards it. Your audience expects it. The consistency is hard when posting feels like a second job. Bliss Tools removes the friction entirely. The only creative decision left is what content to make and when to drop it in a folder. You're also a technical creator with real infrastructure skills. This project is proof of that. You built a real system, multi-platform API connection, collision-safe pipeline, architecture, self-healing workflows, a custom dashboard in 10 days. That's a portfolio, a product, and a personal tool all at once. Yes, it's true. Solo creators who have content but struggle with consistency. The market is every creator who's ever said, I need to post more and didn't. Distribution strategy is the most elegant part. You are your own case study. You go from rarely posting on all your platforms, amassed to 200,000 followers amongst them, with to being everywhere consistently. Where the fuck is this line? I just lost it. Everywhere consistently without trying harder. People see that transformation and ask, what changed? The answer is Bliss Tools. I've never had a conversation like this. I never asked to summarize my project like this. I've only ever asked this thing to help me with code. It's so interesting that it's saying all of this shit, dude. It's kind of crazy. I must have at some point like dumped the fact that I feel so closely to this project that like it makes it more valuable than just somebody who makes it for just pure profit. Like if it failed as a business, I'd still use it for the rest of my life for myself. So like it's kind of a win-win no matter what. That's just the whole marketing funnel. Just use it publicly. You're not competing with Buffer, Later, Hootsuite, any of these companies. Those are enterprisey, expensive, require their own app ecosystem. Bliss Tools is for the solo creator who wants to set it and genuinely forget it. Drop files in a drive, done. Your self-hosted architecture also means that your margin is almost entirely profit. Server costs, Cloudflare, practically free at creator volumes. Yeah, because I'm testing it. The second that I have like 10 people using it, I have to upgrade everything, but that's fine. I don't have to upgrade everything in like a technical, like it's gonna take forever kind of way. I just go to my server and instead of paying like $6 a month for it, I pay 20, you know? And it just goes up a little bit in overhead costs, but it's a click of a button. I could do it on my phone. If for some reason like I hit a limit and all of a sudden I realized I needed to get a bigger server, I could switch it to a bigger server and it just ports over the whole thing to the other computer. So like I could just pay for it, boom, good, okay, we're fine. We can breathe, we have room to grow. And every time you scale, you can keep doing that. So you can keep adjusting what you've got to match the size of the amount of people that are using it. Where you are right now, sorry, I've never read an AI chat thing out loud like this for so long, but I just asked it about my project and I wanted to read it to you guys because I'm so discombobulated lately that I want you just to hear it in the form of this for now. I said summarize my project and it told me so much. It says, where are you now? Let's see where Claude thinks I'm at. 10 sessions in, they're counting a day being a session. So 10 days into this project, you have a working system, all pipelines. It's funny because it says all 4 publishing pipelines finished. This is like a separate chat. It doesn't realize that I did so much more work on this since this kid doesn't know. Dashboard is live. App review. You know what? Let me... There's crazy complexities and things that I figured out that are like beyond anything I would have thought, basically. Welcome back, Linus. How are you? Yeah, I was... So, hear me out, right? So everything I just said, so I have like 25,000 followers on Instagram. I have another Instagram with like 10,000 followers. I have another Instagram with like 8,000 followers. I have TikTok with like 150,000 followers. I have like a Twitter with 5,000 followers. But I mostly stream. I really don't have the energy to post on my platforms these days. And honestly, a lot of those platforms are soul-sucking. So you open it and you're like, ugh. It just distracts you. And unless you need a distraction. But I mean, like, if you're opening to post on it every day, you end up investing more time than just posting. And you know, like the goal isn't to avoid the app, but the goal is to be participating and publishing and keeping it active. So it's like a lot of people are like, oh, I wish I post more. And there's multi layers of reasons as to why people are posting less or not at all, right? Infinite different reasons. But for me, it's like you can't keep up with everything all at once. It's tough. It becomes your whole life. It's just opening up Instagram, opening up TikTok, opening up YouTube, opening up this, opening up that. And it's like you have to be active on all platforms, you know? And so it's overwhelming, especially basically what I'm saying is it's overwhelming. It's hard to keep up with. You can get burnt out. You're basically hitting a ceiling. And when you hit a ceiling with something that's doing well, only reason that you're hitting a ceiling is because you don't have enough help or you don't have enough time to do things that would push you further and progress you further. That's a business. That means that you've created something that needs more of infrastructure. And you know, like, that's why people start hiring people. That's why people start paying for subscriptions for companies to help them email, you know, like MailChimp or whatever the hell it's called, where they send all these email blasts out to their email lists. And that's automated. That's been around forever. So this is like an example of that, but for social media, for anybody, for any business, any personality, photographer, artist, model, musician. Like, do you want to promote your event? Do you want to promote your art? Do you want to promote your music? Do you want to promote like, you know, a charity, blah, blah, blah? You want to make sure you don't forget to post the charity posts and stuff and make sure everybody knows about that you're doing it. Well, guess what? You could just drop all your things in these folders, go to my website, set it up. Now you don't have to worry about, oh shit, I forgot to post about the most important thing that I'm even participating in this year. Like, it's so silly of me. Like, I should have made sure everybody knows. No more looking back and say, I wish I would have posted more, or I should have posted at all. I wish I would have posted at all. No more of that. And I'm even going to create like a separate interface for it that's like dulled down like crazy. Like the no-brainer tab. So like anybody can use it. But I put a lot of work into it. A lot. Just the fun part was building the websites. Because I thought it was just going to be one website, and now I have 4. Because of the testing and application reviewing and all that. I need to isolate each different platform into a different website, because they don't want to see that. They don't want to see anybody but their own platform when you're getting a review. You're building a product. You show what why they need to give you user access. You show them what it does, and then they either deny or approve you. And the website that I'm setting up, basically, for each different platform, that's not going to be what people pay for. It's going to be all 3 of those combined into one mega website. So like the app review website that I'm going to send in for Instagram, the app review website that I'm going to send in for, and I don't just send a website in. Like, I have to screen record me using it. I have to screen record somebody who's not a developer using it. I don't even know if I can do it on a alt account or a secondary account that I can just create. I think that I might have to have like a real person test it. Either I make an alternative account and they don't care. But when you're sending it in for app approval, for user permissions, meaning like, you know how when you go on a website and it asks you if you want to log in with Gmail or like Google? So like anywhere where you've ever done that, like you can log into Twitch with Gmail or Apple login or whatever. Anywhere where it does that, they had to send in the user permissions that's my first like real review from humans. The first review I got to be a developer was probably AI automated, but it gave me all the access I needed to test and build and all that shit. So I can also add like 10 app testers to Instagram. I can add like 100 app testers to YouTube, and supposedly I can add some to TikTok too, without even getting approved, like where I'm at right now. What's funny is I could leave it in this stage forever and just like let 5 of my friends use it for free, and you know, if we split the cost, it'd be like 25 cents each or something. But if I want to make it and build it out and prepare it for hopefully 10, 20 people using it every month at least, and you never know, it might catch. You might get like somebody might start using it, and I feel like it needs to be so good and so helpful that people are like, dude, you've been sleeping on this fucking Bliss Tools scheduling. Like I explained earlier, there's websites that do automating and posting on your socials, and you can schedule your posts and times and all that. But it's everything that I just built, right? Everything that I just built from scratch, and I was not able to. When you see a website or you see an app, you're not seeing the servers. You're not seeing the shit they built. You're seeing a visual display of a user interface. So like, I wasn't able to like look at these other websites that do the same thing and just be like, hey, AI, like deconstruct this. Like I want to build this, you know? It was a whole learning process from the first day that I decided to download N8N, which is like software building software. That was 10 days ago, and I was like, huh. And then once I started like playing around with building something and executing and watching the nodes fire off with each different thing that I set up, I was like, okay, this is sick. This is like better than any video game I've ever played. This is stressful, satisfying. I set the tone. Like this is perfect. I love this. It's not a job for me, so I like it. It's fun. I'm sure that programmers, when they have to deal with the stuff that I was learning and working on, even on the basic level, it's probably annoying sometimes just to constantly be working on the same shit. So I'm at the super basic amateur, just dipping my toes in the water. This is my first ever project. And if I can make my first ever project be something that's valuable, it's already valuable to me. I put like 120 hours into it, so. Welcome to the chaos. Hi Yasmin, how are you?
No way.
I was like, how many people can save passwords and usernames, and like, how am I gonna host? What if I get like 100 people find out about it that actually pay for it? Like, what if they all sign up the same day because somebody mentions it on their stream, or somebody's like, oh, you don't have a management, and they're like, no, can't afford that, and then they're like, oh well, you could just use this. Like if somehow for some reason it's like, oh shit, 100 people sign up overnight, like what do I have to do to keep up with it? Like and I was looking into these numbers and looking into like what I have, what I run, what it costs. You know, like there's literally like 12 different websites that I'm signed up to that you'll never see or hear about.
Yo, Jesus. Thank you so much, Yasmin. Thank you for the 600 bits. Thank you.
Yo, Dipsy, dearest Dipsy, oh my god. You're 1 month away from 20 months. That's awesome. Thank you so much for 19 amazing months. How are you, Dipsy? Thank you, Yasmin, for the huge bits. Thank you so much. Biggest bit drop of the day. Thank you. Very generous of you. Yeah, I probably had to like sign up to and like use like 12 different websites all at the same time just to run my one website. I have like 75 credentials that I have to keep track of. So I oftentimes just refresh them and replace the numbers, and not everything can be auto-refreshed in the background. Very tired today, but otherwise all is well. Baby just fell asleep fresh from the bedtime bath. So that means Mama is going to crash out sooner than later too. Aw, well, that sounds nice. Have I seen Buffer? Yeah, okay, so back into that. There's all these websites that do a lot of stuff, and I want to simplify it. Thank you, Mike, for the 100 bits. But yeah, I've seen like every single website that has anything to do with like professional management. Like from stuff that is absolutely like enterprise stuff to, you know, stuff that's more niche, kind of like for smaller businesses and creators and stuff. And I found that I can compete with their prices, with every party's price. I could do anything with it, really. The real move is to just make it free for like the first month of it being released, with a warning when you sign up. Or I guess that's why people do trials. Because if you're going to do like a 14 or 30-day trial, and if the product is going to help you, you will not be able to live without paying for that subscription. But yeah, like giving people a free trial is probably the move. But to keep up with the free trial basis, your server's like, I have to put like so many limiters and like make sure that like if somebody's just fucking dropping photos, or gotta like protect the server and the back end at all costs, basically. Have a good night, Dipsy. Sleep well. Sounds like you're all comfy, cozy, ready for bed.
Yeah.
It's pretty over here. Yeah, so the enterprise businesses that do this stuff, like I said, it's like 10% of what they even offer is that. So it's like this big expensive package. And then the ones that are more affordable and you can kind of just use what you want. It's not buried into this big professional interface. And then the smaller, more like niche, you can tell that it's not for big enterprise. Can't handle thousands of customer or subscribers per month. Those ones are the most like straightforward. And even those ones, I couldn't find one that felt intuitive or like good. And I think mine works in a very, it's like it took me hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of deciding what variables I would offer, rather than like a Dropbox that's like, damn, I could probably do that. Yeah, either way, I think that the way that it functions now is incredible. And I think the way that it looks is nice. But I think as far as the way that it looks, it'll be a way, 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 way better product when I spend money or work extremely hard on the visual website, like what you're seeing and how it works and where everything is and the color and the font, the type of font, the sizes of the font, the background color, and like making sure that it like it's very palatable. It can make it look like an app that looks like it could be a really good app just by seeing it. You're like, damn, that's like, you download it because you know what it does, but then when you open it, you're like, oh, nice. Like, they really fucking made this shit nice. Easy to understand, easy on the eyes, easy to read, easy to differentiate whatever their options are, because there's so many different options when you're setting up a media manager, because it can go to like 4 different platforms. It can go to like 10 different platforms, but each platform has different posts. And every different style of post, like story, main feed, reels, shorts, carousels, they all have 2 types of media, images and video files. So then if you want to schedule, you have days and times. And then if you wanted to post on a schedule, but you also wanted to post staggered, where it's like every 2.5 hours it posts about your show tomorrow because you're performing at some concert venue in downtown LA and you want to promote the show. And then you can set those and it'll post throughout the day. You can do like all these different variables and variations and, you know, like scheduling styles. And so when you're building the user interface, you have to think, now, how the fuck do I give them all these options without it looking overwhelming? Like when you're just at a glance looking at it. That's such an important part of it. It's like, I don't think that I think that mine is as close to getting to like being a minimalist interface where you don't have to scroll at all. Everything's just in one solid page and tabs within that page, and it's like it all fits really nicely, and it's like clean and informative, and I have like instructions where you click the instructions and those pop up and tell you exactly how to post on every platform and like how to use every single option available correctly and what to be careful of and mindful of, and you know what user errors can happen while using a system like this, because I already posted like 50 fucking images and videos on my Instagram story on accident using this. But I was testing it, so I created these barriers and I created these limits and rules so that won't happen, and that it'll prevent anybody else from doing that. But you could still expect it to post and it not post because you didn't put something in the folder, or you used the wrong folder, or you could put a bunch of files in your folder and then forget that you have it set to scattered and you thought it was set to daily, and then you thought it was going to post at like 12 p.m. every day for the next 10 days, but instead it posted all 10 of them in a row on your story today. So I had to like think about all the ins and outs of how could this work perfectly, and then there's got to be room for error and improvement. So I just kept like using it and thinking about it, building the website, and then being like, fuck, I need to rebuild this whole website. And I finally got to an end product for the website that's good for all the reviews, the applications I have to put in, I have to screen record using them. And then I built one major combo website that's everything all in one, and that's for me to carry. So I might be able to just show you that for now. Let me see. No, I'll show you guys when it looks this way. But essentially, here, I'll show you. So this would be like the social media manager, And if you know, Reels, Shorts, and TikTok videos are the same size and format. So this is like for all three of those. You could schedule posting on those daily, or you could drip sequence them and like scatter them per set of hours. I think I should change the hours and make it so you can type in your own hours. Hold on. And then you've got, it's hard to see, especially in the light. I need to make it extremely easy to see. It's like the opposite of that right now with the sun. It's actually good for me to see that. So then stories, you can do video or photo, but they're both in 9:16, so make sure you crop or edit it before you upload. And then you've got the main feed, and then literally that's it. That's everything I just explained, all bundled up into the most understandable, easy to fucking navigate, like intuitive little social media manager that everybody needed 10 years ago, but gets from me today for way less price than anybody else in the world that'll offer it the same shit. So that's what's up. So I built 3 different websites aside from that I have to use and screen record, and I send in the app user permission reviews with each of those. This is the one that I can use right now. So basically I'm done. I'm already a customer. I'm the fucking CEO and customer of this product. I'm done. Dude, I did it. The only thing I can't do right now yet is post on TikTok. I can only post to drafts on TikTok. So other than that, I am good. Like, I've already got Instagram and YouTube working perfectly fine with every variable. I can post on all my socials, and I never need to put in an application. If TikTok didn't make you put in an app review before letting you actually post publicly, then I would already be done, like with that part too. And then I could just walk around and use it. I could travel across the country, never have to open my computer again, never have to open all the apps again that I had to post on, and I could manage it all from this website. So for me, I built it for me, right? So I got a big sigh of relief the last 2 days when I realized, I was like, oh shit. I was like, I'm really close to this being finished, like as far as me being the use case model. Like, I'll be the poster boy, and I'll be like, go check it out. So whoever wants, whoever's interested. I can tell you guys to go check out my posts that I make. It's a win-win-win-win-win. Hold on. So you know what's cool is that the software company, or like the website I'm using to build the software, they have Twitch API, which means like they can connect to Twitch, they can communicate and fetch and receive and send things to and from Twitch, which means that like I could make it so that every single time I get raided, it takes a clip of me getting raided and automatically posts it to my Discord and automatically posts it to my Instagram stories before everybody even knows who I am from that person's raid. I could set multitudes of stuff like this up for myself now that I built this. So, like I said, if this ever becomes something that other people find value in, I wouldn't be surprised. And that's great. And I would love to make some money off it if I could. Great. I think it's worth it. Genuinely. If I didn't think it was worth it, I would just give it to everybody for free. And tell them to drop me like $25 and you can have it for a year. Just pay the servers off and shit. But for me, it's opening up so many things like that I can do with it because I stream, and because of my unique content style, like IRL streaming. There's so much weird shit you can do with it. Could make it so that at the end of every stream, it posts every clip that happened on stream, like anything that was clipped. We could make it so that it shares all my clips every day to my story by the end of the night. Everything that we saw on stream that was clipped or screenshotted could be sent to my stories on Instagram or also on TikTok. So it's like, it's kind of crazy. I was asking for some ideas. What's up, les women? Oh, I know. I was stress testing it, and I was the first person to basically probably get shadow banned on my big Instagram account too, nonetheless. I should have been using like a tester account. But yeah, I guess if you build automation, social media publishing software, that the person who builds it probably used tester accounts and not their main accounts that they've used, like built for years, and like, you know, like I'm testing this software that's so volatile in testing phase that I was able to accidentally post 60 times to my story without knowing. And that same day, I posted like 30 times with my knowing. Like I posted and deleted it because I kept testing things. And then it reached a point where I accidentally post 60 on top of that. And I was like, oh my God. And that's my like 25K Insta, and I've had it for years, and you know, that shit used to be crazy active. Like it was popping. I used to get sponsors through Instagram all the time, like really cool companies. That's how I got my steel drum. They found me on Instagram. They were like, yo, we'd love to work with you and send you one of these beautiful drums. That's how I got my drum. And so like, yeah, there's a lot of value in maintaining your social media platforms if your livelihood depends on it. It's probably important. Yep, I was able to see. Yeah, it'd be really. I asked Claude Lemon. I was like, yo, if I posted like 30 times on purpose and then 60 times on accident in like 5 hours, do you think I'm shadow banned? And Claude said, if you're not shadow banned from that, like some kind of crazy shit that was basically like, you don't ever let that happen again. Like on your main, dog. So, like when I say I posted 60 stories, I mean like you open that and the little dots on the top were like tiny. Not banned. They won't ban you, but they'll shadow ban you. They'll limit your reach, for sure. Dude, this... What the fuck? This... The music just came back to life. I don't know if you guys remember, we used to walk past this restaurant all the time. It's like an Italian restaurant. But they closed down. They were always very busy too. So you deleted all the test posts? I can't see them. Yeah, because not only did I accidentally do that while testing, but I also like have, you know, a lot of people who know that I take a lot of pride in the stuff I share for the most part, like as far as original content goes. And then I do reshares of my stories all the time because I like sharing things that make me happy. But other than that, like I'm very particular. So like usually my posts are extremely intentional or forward or easy to read and just not vague and just simple, whatever. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I was testing the closed captions and I talked at like 1,000,000 miles per hour because I wanted to. April! Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. I wanted to test the closed caption, so I talked really fast like this. I said, hey everybody, my name is Danny, also known as Potential Bliss. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you so much for the raid, April. I tested a caption maker by talking that fast, and then that's the fucking video that I accidentally posted 60 times to my story. And it was just me like a crackhead. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was explaining the story. Welcome in, you guys. Hello, April. What's up? How are you? Welcome in, Raiders. April. Anonymous. April Anonymous. What are you up to? How are you? You guys, if you don't know April, well, now you do. Follow April. Check out April's streams because they are an incredible streamer. They're an incredible person, incredibly talented, incredible singer, weird, crazy lore, job history, performance history, singing, theatrics, professionalism, all mixed in with you being their bestie. So like, you got to go check out their streams and see wherever they are. They spend a lot of time in New York because they live there, but don't be surprised if you see them in some place that is very far away from New York. Welcome in. I've been thinking about you. If you can't come to New York, we'll bring New York to you. April, remember how I said, I was like, oh, I want to make this thing that's like automated and it'll like post on all your platforms for you. Well, I went into like a deep, deep rabbit hole and I spent 10 days and like 120 hours programming it and I made it. So I have to put in some like user access, like reviews for the websites and stuff and all this shit. But I already have testing access for YouTube and Instagram and I can put on testers. And you're not even really a tester as much as you just be using it. So I was like, I need people who have social media platforms that like actually need a social media publishing manager like website that you can like automate all your different platforms and sharing stuff from stream or sharing stuff about upcoming events or, you know, whatever you're a part of or a charity or whatever. So you never miss publishing, but you also don't feel like you're going to burn yourself out from working, streaming, traveling, and having to do all the social media stuff. But yeah, so like I would love certain people, like you are definitely very active, very healthy in the entertainment world, and I feel like you could probably benefit from something like this, and anybody that could benefit would be a really good use case of it. So April needs help with her overlays. Okay, that's super easy. This was complex. This took me like so much learning and like I would have to actually I think that I'm not allowed to even start a real there's a few different stages of reviews and stuff. I'm in the stage where I've passed enough to do testing, but in the testing phase you can stay in that forever. So like what I've built works for me and I tested it on all my platforms already. Like I can post daily, I can post at certain times, I can put like 20 photos and videos in a folder and it'll scatter them like every 2 hours on my story until they're gone. I can do all these different things from my phone now, from a website that I built on a Linux server, and it's all remote and it's all working. So there's some things to tie together to tie the user interface into the actual programming, like the code and the everything involved, but I can use it already. Yeah, and it's like a service I've been wanting forever, but it's either a little too wonky and not that clean, and there's some that I thought were affordable, but then when I found out that how much I could build this server for, and that would only take like 120 hours to understand it. Dude, I've lost like so much of my life the last 10 days, but I also lost a good friend a few days back, like 5 or so, 6 days ago. And it hit really heavy. And so I just went into like building the website relentlessly to distract myself. So all good. Miss you. Hope you're doing great. Thank you guys for supporting April. Anybody from the April raid. Oh yeah, you guys. This is one of the top places to just get stabbed or shot. This little intersection, Main and Rose. And this CVS, it's like a pharmacy. They, it's always been the worst. Like they never restock their shelves because so many people go in here and steal. And no matter who you are, when you walk in there, the security guards follow you, and even the people behind the cashiers will follow you, and they'd be like, "Do you need anything?" Like to the people working here, because like I don't want somebody to stare at me the whole time that I shop, right? And I've always thought it was like an anomaly. Like, how does this place exist? It's literally the worst. Like, how is this in business? How does this place stay in fucking business? And yeah, they're closing. I've always fucking wondered, dude. Closing. 7/1/2026. Oh yeah, it's like it's a pharmacy, but pharmacy. We don't really have pharmacies in America that are just a pharmacy. Like, we have pharmacies that also sell you all the stuff that gives you the diseases and the things that you're getting your medicine for. They sell stuff that makes you even more unhealthy. Most of the stuff that sells inside of CVS. They're like, here's your medicine. Also get some M&Ms and Fritos on the way out and an energy drink. Oh yeah, they sell cigarettes too. That's probably why there's so many like delinquents and vagrants that go there. It's because they've always sold alcohol and tobacco. But yeah, what a crazy combo. Here's medicine for bettering your health and your life and your condition. Here's alcohol, tobacco, mass-processed, sugar-filled foods. At a premium too. A little tiny bag of Gardettos here, $4. I'm trying to grab a little salty snack. Oh my God, thank you so much for gifting us up to Aruko-chan. Becky, how have you been? How's, what's it like, island life? At one point they thought tobacco was healthier. Yeah, probably because nicotine is kind of like it's kind of nice. They were like, it feels good. They say smoking a cigarette a day makes you healthy. I still think it's crazy that the reason why weed doesn't smell like skunk weed anymore is because the actual terpene in the skunk weed genetics was an Afghani terpene, and that when the war on drugs was happening, that they were busting so many weed growers, and that the skunk terpene from the Afghan genetics were so skunky that it was a telltale. And like some people would smell, the skunk and just start looking for weed farms. So all these weed farms would get raided, and it was because they were growing Afghan genetics. And when I was young, I remember weed smelling like a skunk. And I was like, was that because I was like a kid? Like, was it the funky, dank smell of weed that I was associating with like skunk? Like, I get it. It makes sense. And I always thought about it through my adult life, being like, skunk weed, where'd that shit go? Like, I remember one time my friend opened a bag of weed in his basement. We didn't even smoke. We just opened the bag. And his mom was like, hey, close all the doors, there's a skunk outside. And we both looked at each other like we couldn't even believe it. We just started laughing and we were like, oh my God, that's so funny. We have skunk. And like she said, close the doors because of skunk outside. And so I have like core memories from being young and remembering skunk and the smell of skunk weed. And the reason why we lost it, truly, and other strains too, that you guys don't see, is because they started growing strains that would throw off cops. You know? Good weed is stinky weed. You just needed to find a type of weed from a part of the world that will throw the scent and make them a little confused. And like the only reason that they associate the smell of weed with skunks, it's a common thing too. They associate it with skunk weed. It's been a long time that they've been saying that. The only reason that they say that is because of the Afghan genetics. And there's a bunch of different, like, just variety of different genetics from Afghanistan. But there's certain ones that smell, it doesn't even smell like a skunk. They did research, and the exact chemical compound, like the terpene that makes up the scent and smell of a skunk, that same one is like the same, like, so the same one that comes out of a skunk sprayer is the same exact chemical compound that grows naturally in Afghani cannabis genetics. The same. It's not similar. It doesn't smell like it. Oh, that's a coincidence. It's the same. Isn't that kind of crazy? Weed goes so much deeper than the surface level shit, in my opinion. It's a very interesting culture. It's very interesting, like the, prohibition on weed. Like people going to jail for having a joint. Now you can grow, like, in your backyard. Anybody. If you're 21 and you live in California and you have a backyard and your neighbors won't hate you for it, you can grow 6 big fucking plants right in your backyard, no matter who you are. No matter who you are. You could be a foreigner living in America on a visa, and you could still grow up 6 plants in your backyard while you're here, living here, and going to school. Aw, thank you for the bits, Tort. Thank you. 400 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you. If it was skunky, it was supposed to be good, I think, right? Well, yeah. For some reason, all the weed that comes from, like, Afghanistan is fucking dank. It's like a certain thing that happens, and it, like, expires, though. Quickly. Like, okay, so hear me out. Had that strain made it through the gauntlet of, like, police busts and, like, FBI raids and all this different things, had it survived that, it would be genetically bred into a bunch of present day genetics. But it's not. You never smell it, you never see it, you never taste it, ever. It's literally was, like, made extinct by, it's still, like, it still might be able to get the genetics. It might grow like shit, though. Basically what I'm saying is people hid it so much that it would probably still grow like shit if you found seeds. Like, back when they started bringing genetics over from different countries to America and started growing it all over California, the thing is they were growing all this weed that grew like shit because it actually matters where you grow, and it actually matters where those seeds come from. So, like, have you ever heard of, like, OG Kush? OG is not original gangster. OG is ocean grown. So OG Kush is a Kush that can grow right next to the ocean. Wow, are you labeling it because it's so cool because it grew next to the ocean? No. The cool part is that it grows next to the ocean where there's a body of water next to it, which is more likely to destroy your plants for a multitude of reasons. And coastal growing of weed, it's very difficult. you can grow it, but it turns out like shit or dies early or gets rotten when you think it's almost done. It's like the whole crop's bad, you know, all that time and energy. So they'd bring all these crazy genetics out here and they would crossbreed them with genetics that would make the bud grow better. They'd be like, oh, this seed, all these seeds always grow these spindly little shit nugs, whatever. And then they start crossbreeding it with other things until they hit a breeding moment where it grows thicker, but it tastes and smells the same as the original cut that you got from Afghanistan. And then when the war on drugs and shit was happening and when so many people were getting arrested and shut down for growing weed, we lost the opportunity to keep growing those genetics with the opportunity to crossbreed them and make it a sustainable strain. So most of the weed that you like today originally started a spindly little leafy ass plant that did not grow big flower buds. And they were used only for making hash. So they didn't care if they had big buds. They didn't smoke flower. In Afghanistan, they make hash. They just smoke a fuck ton of hash. But when you go to America, there's a culture of, it's a commodity. It's a product, you know. You gotta sell weed. Aw, I didn't see that. Aw, thank you. Well, you said torque at 400 bits. I didn't see that. Oh, yeah, sorry. I am literally the worst streamer on this platform. But, you know, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. I mean, you didn't have to do it, but you did. So, I do appreciate that a lot. And I haven't been streaming as much, like last month and the month before. Like, I can't thank you guys enough for the support. When I miss anything or I'm delayed or whatever, just know I feel an extreme measurable like amount of guilt. And it's never gets smaller. It always stays up there, very guilty feeling. So, sorry if I ever miss anything. I hope it doesn't discourage the supportive nature of you. So thank you. I'm so sorry I missed it. Life got me by the balls lately, okay? Love you. Can you tell I'm very picky with the weed I like to smoke? The flavor, the smell. It's like that. Hey Clive, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for the raid. Gotta keep my human in line. Thank you, Glennis, so much. Yo, thank you so much for the raid, Clive. I hope you've been well. Oh my god, I gotta take this gosh dang thing off, dude. I kind of like it. It makes me feel awkward right when I'm getting raided. So like if I try to play it cool during a raid, like there's absolutely no way I can play it cool. Thank you so much for the raid. I know, long time no see. How are you? Look, we're in Santa Monica. Now live streaming being a delivery driver. Oh, nice. You got a nice little setup in there. Does it show the road? Did you take Tord out today? Maybe we'll go downtown soon for Hollywood. These neighborhoods are lovely. Dude, I got on so late. It's such a weird feeling. where I've been on for only a few hours, but it's almost sunset. We still got an hour and a half probably. Yeah, we're gonna have a short one today, but I just wanted to hang out and chillax with you guys. Too cool for San Francisco? No. Hell no. It's really late in here to get some sleep. Back out delivering tomorrow from 2 p.m. until midnight. Yo, getting on that grind. You guys, make sure you follow Clive. He's such a nice dude. And he's doing a lot of cycling and switching it up, doing some delivery stuff. I support that. Whatever you do, I support that. Tomorrow should be at least mid-70s. Might take Tort to Bunny Cafe. Ooh. 2 nights, always a good day. Time for a time warp. Do you hear like the mourning doves? See, this is what remind. Can
you hear them? It's that like. When I was growing up, I'd always hear those in the morning. Did you hear it?
Oh, never mind. The morning, is that what that is? Morning doves? Thought so. I never hear them. I want to just like sit right there in the morning and smoke a joint. Literally, I thought they just didn't exist anymore. I was like, whatever happened to those things? I hear a lot of them actually, like in this area right now. But they're distant. They're so peaceful. Are they in mourning? I don't know. They're mourning the night. They miss the night. They're like, I just want to party. All right. I think that LA. I feel like it's a calm before the storm, or maybe it's the calm before summer. But I've been noticing just, I don't know. Very peaceful. Like this street, you know what it is? I hate to say it, but there used to be like permanent camp, like permanent tents and people sleeping in front of this area, and then this whole row down here, and then there'd be like a bunch of shitty cars sitting here that were like not registered or insured, and it was just like this whole little drug circle of selling drugs, using drugs, and being homeless, and like commandeering this area. And they like swept them out. There's just a preschool right here. So like this shit was happening on both sides of the preschool, and like every day parents come and drop their kids off here. So like at a certain point they made it very stern, like you cannot commandeer the street anymore. Like anywhere else, just go somewhere else. Like right down the block. Anywhere but right here. Something happened. I don't know if they like started giving tickets or like really being rough about it or what. But it feels trippy to walk down the street and not feel like, you know, It was like one of the most avoided streets I know. I always walked down it because I don't give a fuck. But I've never seen anybody else like walk down this street that doesn't just like live on this side of the street. I honestly would be super fucking like I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back, you know. You can't keep people out. Oh yeah, they put all these planters in. That's where everybody used to set up. That's their method. They put the planters in. Still pretty beat from just the late nights that I've had. But I feel good. Where she wrote, what street am I on? Second? Yeah, 2nd Street. It's 2nd and Rose. So a lot of the people that were sleeping there are now like 1 block over this way and down on the right side. I mean, some people just pick a really bad spot to rest your head and then to camp forever. I think right next to a preschool, it's like, you know, at a certain point, I gotta look at somebody and be like, I don't give a fuck how bad your life is. Like, you big group of 15 people, like, there's constantly people coming over here to sell meth and fentanyl to you guys. Like, cars that look like they're not homeless coming and dropping drugs off to you guys. And, like, how do you even afford it? You're doing it right in front of a preschool. Like, I don't care who you are, or how bad your life is, or how addicted you are. Move 1 block down the street, you know? Like, just 1 block. Like, do this not in front of the preschool, please. Like, I'm not trying to like, I mean, that's all I gotta say. At a certain point, it's about respect. You respect us, we'll respect you. Respect our situation, we respect yours, but not in front of the preschool, for fuck's sake. I want to I don't want to like take the load off and just take a walk and listen to some music on my headphones and not work on the site until like I take a break, like not stream, on stream, like off stream. I feel like I'll jump right back into the project, so I gotta convince myself that I should like just take a nice walk by myself. It's a beautiful day. But yeah, let's set this up so we can hang out for a minute here. I need more water. I guess I haven't been wearing it as much lately. Thank you, Yasmin. You guys feeling ready for summer? already like having to turn the fans in my van on and strip down to my underwear every night. It's already warm enough at night where it's like that's standard issue. Underwear, that's it. Programming hero. Listen to Dispatch America location 12 on my bike ride. Wow, 35? Yeah. $35 is pretty hot. Thank you, V-Kite, for holding it down on the kick side. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. I'm gonna have to update. I gotta update my private policy in terms of service. Oh shit. Oh my god, my phone's at 1%. What the fuck? I forgot you have to charge phones. Wow. Oh my god, my camera will not take a photo. How long have we been live? So we got 3 hours and 25 minutes down to the last drip drop of power. That's pretty good. 3 hours and 25 minutes on no power bank. I didn't even start at 100%. It was like 95 or something. That's crazy. I just thought about it. I looked at the phone. I was like, what's different today? Oh shit. Fuck, then I have to charge this too. So I heard Bliss Tools are live, almost. It's gonna take a minute before I can like Bliss Tools are live for me, yeah. I tested everything. I simply simplified everything, and then I like reverse engineered everything and realized that it can't work in the way I want whilst also being simple. So now I have this like crazy fucking build. It's nuts. It's pretty sick. Oh yeah. Yep. When I was walking this morning, I was in Dallas Stream. That's when I found that girl's driver's license, and then I found the girl from the driver's license. That was like right when I was chatting with you guys. I realized when I was typing in Dallas chat, I realized I forgot my chat phone, and then I had to go all the way back to my van just to stream properly. And so I opened up Dallas chat and was like, well, if I'm not going to start my stream, I might as well check in. And yeah, I found this girl's driver's license, and I like set it safely on like the ledge of this thing in front of these apartments. And I was like, oh man, it sucks to lose a license. I kind of just like hoping that somebody would find it, who it belongs to. Kind of tucked it away near where I found it. And then I met the girl who lost it. She was frantically looking around, but it was like 45 minutes after I found it and set it on the thing. I had to go back to my van. And then, like, as I'm on my way back to the van, I see this girl, like, frantically searching. And I'm like, are you looking for a license? And she was so thrilled. She was like, I'm literally like applying for a new license right now. Like, it's so important. I need it. Like, this is the worst timing ever to lose it. And I was like, no, I like found it. You're fine, I think. Unless somebody at the apartments grabbed it, but like no outsider would have seen it or walked over to where I put it. I put it somewhere safe. Because it was like right at the entryway to an apartment place. And I'm like, oh, clearly the person who lives here dropped it. And I put it over. I like walked into the pathway to the apartment, and I set the license over on this like ledge. And I was like, honestly, if somebody grabbed it, just knock on every door at the apartments, because I put it there. Like, somebody might have grabbed it by now, but I'll walk you there. And then I brought her there, and I went over and I grabbed it, and she was so fucking relieved, dude. Like, she was literally shaking the whole time. Like, she was like explaining to me how it's the worst timing ever. Like, she was acting like she lost a Rolex, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, dude. Like, she was gonna travel, or not even like something important. I don't know. It was like a requirement. She was like, thank you so much, you're an angel. Like, you're an angel. What's your name? I'm like, I'm Danny. She's like, yeah, I'm so-and-so, whatever. And she still seemed like so fucking shook. I was like, it's okay. Like, like, shake it off. Like, you found it. Like, I mean, you might have been looking for it for like an hour, but like, it's just okay. Enjoy your day, please. Like, you nothing to worry about now. You're good. Time to enjoy your day. Like, because even that when she had it in her hands, there was no like sense of relief. It wasn't like, oh, it was still like wide-eyed, like crazy, like, oh my God, fuck, you know, like, Jesus, like, oh, thank you, oh, like she was in like a manic state. It's funny because I bet you in a few years we won't even have to carry a driver's license to drive. It'll just be like something that we can either carry or have on our phone, like the payment apps on your phone. If I could spend money with my phone, if I can use this as a credit card or debit card, if I can do that, why the fuck can't I have my driver's license certified through some kind of government-approved Apple wallet thing? Come on. It seems a bit obnoxious that we still have physical IDs. Like, why the fuck do we have to carry stuff? It's 2026. Everything is in our phone. We don't need nothing else. We don't need our insurance card. We don't need our registration. We don't need the title to our car. We don't need our driver's license. We don't need our passport. We don't need nothing. All we need is this little fucking computer in our hands. I think it's crazy. It's just another thing we can lose that they can charge us for. So dumb. It's another reason for us to stand in line at the DMV and keep people working their miserable DMV jobs. Are you in a Discord, Danny? Like, what kind of Discord? Do you have any advice for men going for the long hair like yours? I mean, it really depends on how healthy your hair is, or where you live, like the climate. I don't know. Your age. You know what I mean? At a certain point, you can only do so much. If your hair is really healthy and if you're younger, like in your early 20s, then just do whatever the fuck you want. Your hair will probably survive any kind of fucking style, or you can let it go. You can keep it looking as good as you want, or whatever. It'll probably survive anything. But if you're like in your 30s, 40s, 50s, I don't know. You probably know more than I do. You can have your California ID in your Apple Wallet now. That's one step in the right direction. That's so cool. That's crazy. But you can't have your driver's license in your Apple Wallet? Or did I miss the memo? Can we now have our Apple Wallet California driver's license? I fucking been waiting for this for so long. Wait, really? But do you still have to get a physical one to get the online one too? What's the catch? That GNA from grandma. Wait, Glynis, I think you're the only one in chat who has their driver's or ID or driver's license in their Apple Wallet. And then I wonder what places will accept it or what won't. You know, like, what can you present the digital Apple app wallet version of your driver's license to a police officer? Or are they gonna be like, no, you can't show me a picture, and be like, no, this is official government shit right here, officer. This ain't a picture. You had the real physical one, and I added it. It's like a sign-in thing, just a picture. Yeah, like a cop in California would probably be nice about it. They'd probably be like, oh wow, like that's through the DMV and through this, and like it's legitimate. Yeah, because you could always just take a picture of your driver's license and keep it with you just in case. But like, it seems better to have some kind of government approved, secure, like only you can add it to your personal wallet type thing. Yeah, Addie Love, Glynis in the Twitch chat said that they have it now. Can somebody hold on? You can verify your age and shit by clicking that as an option. I've never had to verify my age online before. Like, at least not that I can. Maybe when I sign up to a platform and it asks me, what's your birthday? lows in San Diego right now are like in the mid 60s at night. So it's like almost 70 degrees at night there. It's asking me if I want to connect to a doorbell. Bro, no. Never asked me to connect to random shit. What the fuck? Supposedly works like TSA scanners. I can just do like tap now. Wow, really? That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Wait, what's my stream title? Oh, okay. You know what's funny? On my like spam, like my accidental testing, and I spam the fuck out of my stories while testing the software. Pinion Paint was one of the people that saw my spam. I was like, oh my god, I'm like, nobody's gonna be my friend anymore. Like, I'm spamming it. Dude, Goofs was just saying, remember? You were like, when somebody posts the same thing often, blah, 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 like instead of new content, like stands out in not a good way, right? Yeah, yesterday I posted like 60 times on my story, like the same 2 videos and photos. Over and over and over and over, because the stuff that I was fucking testing was in a whole nother workflow, completely closed, but it was active. So it was published, and it was like looping, publishing while I was testing other publishing. And all of a sudden I checked the stories, and it was like a sea of stories. I was like, oh my god, what did I do? It's like everybody's gonna hate me now. What the heck? This is not that far away, guys. This is Palm Springs, California. I feel like when people think of Palm Springs, it sounds like such a nice place, doesn't it? Doesn't it? The name Palm Springs. Yeah, it's like this, but worse. All summer. Palm Springs is fucking wild. It's not even the depths of summer yet, and Palm Springs is already in Palm Springs full effect. I feel like I need to make some kind of like logo and like they ask for like an app icon, but if you're just making a website, you don't really need an app icon so much. I mean, does it really matter? Like, do I need anything that's like aesthetically, or like not just aesthetically, but like, do I need anything on the webs with this? Like any branding? You know what I mean? I gave 0 shit about branding and gave every shit about coding this whole time. Like the whole website thing, it's just very normal. Like there's no custom imagery. There's nothing like brings life to it or like embeds like the person like or the company that made it. Other than it existing. And that's what branding does, right? It puts a name or it gives it like a stamp. maybe like a double Fibonacci helix meeting into one another. Like two, like a Fibonacci sequence and another Fibonacci sequence, but they're like. All right. Okay, guys, I would really appreciate start thinking about a raid. I knew I wasn't going to stream very long because I got on at like 3:30 p.m. But I'm glad I did. I haven't seen like all this upgrades and different software that Sushi Dragon's using. Don't leave us. I know. I know. We need to go somewhere. We need to go somewhere else. I don't feel like, you know, being in one place too long for me is just not as inspiring. So I just haven't had anything to like super look forward to stream because everything that I do in LA, I don't know, like there's only so much. Like if I'm gonna be here this long, I might as well live here. You know? Yeah. That's the point of living. If I'm not living, if I'm not getting out there, traveling, seeing new places, exploring.
For your ass, man, because you're making some fucking goddamn. You're doing some satanic movement right now, dude. You're doing some epic brainwaves, dude. It really is, Todd. You're taking all that first, all that thing.
Man. Thank you guys so much for everything today. I'm like perpetually fucking dehydrated. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so tired still. But I'm surviving. I feel a lot better, I guess, than I have been. The last week or so, I was pretty shook from the passing of a really good friend. Such an influential light in my life. It's like losing a brother. But thinking all the good thoughts, all the good memories. Thinking about how we always used to stay very active and positive in our community. We both held it down quite a bit. And I'll keep holding it down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, right? The older you get, the more you gotta kind of get a little bit comfortable with taking the heavy blow of a loss, you know? All you can really do. Oh, I agree. Oh. Eyes. You know what I need? I need like a hot face masks. Like a hot towel with some eucalyptus and just... I need a spa day. Alright, you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Let's set up a raid. I know I want to come up there ASAP. It's just, I don't know how to even do what I'm doing right now. What is the raid thing? For fuck's sake. The only problem is when I drive, it's like 40 cents a mile. And San Francisco's like 400 miles. Like over 400. When I stop for fuel or stop for food or whatever. So it's a pretty spendy trip. It's getting a lot more expensive than it used to be. Spa's 3 letters of ASAP. I know, right? Shout out to the mods, Lone, Rainbow, Therion, Miss Orange Green Lake Bug, Gus. Happy freaking birthday, dude! I'm so glad that I got to spend time with you on your birthday. Thanks, Not Dead Yet. You too. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thanks for stream. Oh, anytime. Let me see. So we're gonna raid my friend. She's incredibly talented. She's a voice actor, but she's also an artist. She's a very, very sweet personality. She's very welcoming. She's very friendly. I met her when I was doing the charity stream with Office Drummer, and I was wearing the upper torso bondage suit when she walked in the front door, and I met her for the first time, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, who the fuck is this person who's meeting me in this current state right now? Turns out she didn't think it was as weird as I thought she probably would have, and we've been friends ever since. And she's in Southern California, so love you guys, appreciate you guys. Have a good one, Brain Droppa, Nala, Gus, Yasmin. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. You guys, it does not go unnoticed or unappreciated, even if it takes me 5 minutes to see it in the chat sometimes. Bye, Glynis. Bye, Tort. Thank you guys so much. Later, Nala. Love you. Appreciate you. Bye, V-Kite. Love you. Appreciate you.
Do you have any fish over?
No, sorry.
No.
No.